Okay, so greetings, everyone. Greetings, family. It's your girl, Miss Tina Fondren. And as y'all can see from the title, y'all know what I'm going to talk about. Um, this is something that I've it has been on my heart very heavy to talk about for a while. I just at the time didn't have all the words and still figuring out what I wanted to say. It was just been on my heart like, yo, eventually, Tina, you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to share. And so, yeah, today makes 1 year. It has been one whole year since I had my second miscarriage. Um, and it has been a very prolific and profound year at that. I wrote some things in my notebook and I'm going to read them. And if there's anything else for me to say or speak on, I will do that. But I just want to go ahead and just speak on this because so many of us are dealing with this in silence and we're dealing with it alone. And even if we do have support, it's really hard to kind of figure out, where do I go from here? You know, what will my life look like after the fact? I can only speak from my experience, but after I got through the pain and the hurt and the trauma of it all, my life has rebounded in a way that I never would have imagined. Never would have imagined, never would have thought that my life could look like this. Never thought I could be like this, feel like this, live like this. Never saw it coming. But that's life though, right? That's how life be. Life be lifing. But I give thanks for the experience because it taught me so much about myself and it showed me so many things within my being that are just so beautiful. And I was like, dang, I'm doing myself a disservice by not sharing that with the world, right? At least not to the capacity that I could be sharing it. By me even doing this right here, speaking to you guys about it, is me opening up that part of myself that I would push down. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I'm scared, you know. So I got over that shit, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open myself up, allow myself to be open in this moment, speak from my heart. And hopefully whoever listens, y'all can get something from it. Some encouragement, some advice, anything. That's the intention. So without further ado, and I will spare y'all the details of the experience. I will spare y'all the details. I'm just going to talk to y'all about what I've learned so far and how I was able to get through it. Some of the things that I feel like are very easy and practical for people to do when you're going through something like this or similar to it, or any type of loss or trauma, pain. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's get into it. Oh, okay. I've learned so much about life and myself from this experience. You might ask, why am I sharing this now, or at least sharing it in this way? The answer is simple. There is someone that needs to know that it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. It is possible to smile again, laugh, have happy tears, triumphant tears. Finding the light in the storm is a very real reality. And lastly, my reasoning for sharing this very intimate experience is to let someone out there know they are not alone. I feel you. I see you. I am you. This experience has taken me on a wild ride, one I didn't see coming ever. But it's impossible to predict things like this happening. I want to go over a few things I learned from grief and also offer encouragement. Number one, your body is strong. Your body is beautiful, and you are capable of powerful things. Never forget who you are. Never, ever, 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 ever forget who you are. Although shame, guilt, and embarrassment may be the only things you feel at times, I want you to know it isn't your fault. You are loved, and there is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Beloved, there is nothing to be ashamed of. There is nothing to be ashamed of, okay? So let that go. There's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? That's something I dealt with. I didn't speak on it, but I did feel that way. I never told my friends I feel ashamed. I feel guilt. But I did. I felt that way. I felt that way. It was a haunting feeling. And I realized, I'm like, why? There's no reason for me to beat up on myself. I'm already down. Why am I beating up on myself, right? Okay. 2, this experience will change you forever. This experience will change you forever. But you must not forfeit your ability to decide in what ways it will change you. And I'm going to stop right there before I read the rest of it. I will forever be changed, family. I will never be the same Tina. If you met me years ago, I guarantee you I had to reintroduce myself if I'm being all the way honest with you. I am not the same. After this year, 365 days, I am not the same. I am not the same. I will never be the same. A lot of things, when I had my loss, there was a lot of other things that I lost as well. There were old belief patterns, ways of thought, ways of being that also went by the wayside. There was a lot of things I had to let go of. And it didn't feel good at first. But as I began to uproot all those things out of my life, out of my aura, out of my mind, out of my spirit, it made room for those things that I was really wanting, but I was so afraid to ask for. It made room for those things. That fear of asking for what I really want, which a lot of us be afraid to ask for what we really want out of life, that fear went bye-bye. It took time though. It's a process in your mind. You have to like cultivate your mind. You have to like constantly work on that, right? But I got to that point where I was like, okay, I get it. I hear it. I feel you. I see you. I get the message. Okay. So, yeah, family, I will never be the same. I have a new lease on life, baby. Let me tell you, I will never be the same. And I'm not mad about that. I have seen myself. I've seen myself grow. And it's an even better feeling, like, not that I'm looking for the validation, but when your closest friends, they tell you, I'm so proud of you, Tina. I see how far you've come. I see you've been doing the work. That's a good ass feeling, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's you see me for real. Like my husband told me the other day, because I read all of this out to him. He was like, I'm so proud of you. And for me, that was just such a big, like, oh, let me not start getting all teary-eyed. Hold on, let me focus. But it's just my allergies, y'all. Don't mind me. It's just my allergies. But in all seriousness, it's a really good feeling to know that, out of the darkness can really come a new dawn and a new life, a new way of living. So I digress. This experience will change you forever, but you must not forfeit your ability to decide in what ways it will change you. You don't have to carry the weight of the grief on your shoulders forever. And when you are ready, I want you to know there is no shame or judgment in putting it down. There's no shame or judgment in putting it down and moving on and being happy and finding your light again and finding your passion and finding your fire again. There's no shame in that. There's no judgment. You are worthy of that. Okay? Look at the wind just flipping my pages for me. Hold on now. Okay. 3. Gratitude is the ultimate game changer. At times, when every negative thought that ever existed flooded my mind, it was me reflecting on the fact that I had my favorite meal, saw my favorite patient at work, those acts of service, right? Saw my son run to the bus in the morning. That helped me out of the grasp of depression and self-pity. If you're struggling with this, start small. It could be something as simple as, I'm so happy I have a bed to sleep in. This experience allowed me to see life from a completely different pair of eyes. I was able to see all the things I take for granted on a daily basis. By realizing this, I was able to shift my reality and attract better experiences. Because, baby, I don't know a better experience than peace of mind, man. I tell you, boy, when you get a taste of peace, it's addictive. You want it all the time. You would do anything to protect it. I'm telling like it is your greatest investment. Okay? And that came from me just simply being grateful and being mindful of what I have and who I have. But yes, I digress. Not saying I don't ever complain or get into a slump, because I still do. It's just not really as frequent, nearly as frequent, as it used to be in the past. And for that, I give thanks. That's what I have in here. But I also want to give y'all some tools, some things that help me kind of get back into a form of living in peace. Genuinely living in peace. Genuinely smiling again. Genuinely loving life again. It was expressing myself. I would sit at work and I would journal. And sometimes it felt like I was writing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But I just kept writing it and kept expressing myself. You don't have to be a poet. I do music, but you don't have to get on stage and sing what you wrote. You don't have to do any of that. You can sing in your house. You can put on one of your favorite songs that bring you hope and joy, and you can sing that at the top of your lungs. You don't have to be a singer. You can dance. You don't have to be a dancer. You can write. You don't have to be a writer. Okay? You can paint. You don't have to be a painter. I painted. I sang. I danced. I lived life. And eventually I got my stride back. Eventually I was able to get up out of that dark place. I give thanks for my support system because not everyone has one. I give thanks for my sisters. I give thanks for my family, okay? And I give thanks for music. I give thanks for those times I got up. For me, the performances I had last year after the fact, after going through what I went through, it was like me taking back my power, you know? I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. And I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever, honey. It's the best. I'm in rare form, okay? I got up there and I sang with so much conviction in my heart because if anything, when you go through something like this, one thing you don't want to do is stop fighting for yourself. I fought for myself. I didn't give up on myself. People will give up on you. We all hear this. People will give up on you. Your job ain't shit. This ain't shit. But you ain't got to be shit to yourself. Remember that. I fought for myself. I fought hard and I won. Okay? I said, oh, we're going to smile again. Oh, we're gonna enjoy life again. We're going to laugh. We're going to party. We're going to celebrate. And I did that and some. Okay? So, this is my experience. And I will talk more about things like this as time goes on, when my spirit is alerting me to do so, when it is in alignment for me to do so. I do want to tell y'all about baby girl, because the story behind baby girl is so powerful. But in due time, in due season, right? So, with that being said, I hope that this was able to help somebody out there, even if miscarriage is not the thing that you went through. Maybe it's something completely different. I just want you to know that you are not alone and that I love you. You are loved. And I'm sending you good energy. And I'm praying for your healing, for your return, okay? For your return back into the light, okay? Where you can feel that power again within your being, times 10, okay? All right, y'all. That's all I got. My video is like, what it says, 16 minutes and 44 seconds. So I've been on here for a minute, so I'm gonna get off. And I love y'all very much, and I hope you enjoy your Sunday and get outside, because it is beautiful as hell out here. I might stay out here for a couple hours. I ain't gonna lie. My son don't know I'm out here, so I'm hiding. But I love y'all very much, and I'll talk to y'all later.